Please like the video, subscribe my channel. One more, stop wasting your life. Do this instead. Part 1. The slow death of time. Most people don't waste their lives dramatically. They waste them quietly. It doesn't happen in one big decision, but in thousands of tiny ones. One more hour on the phone. One more day delaying what matters. One more year telling yourself later. Time slips away quietly, and you don't notice until it's gone. Nobody wakes up at 50 and says, "I wasted my life on purpose." But millions reach that age with the same regret. "I thought I had more time." The modern distraction trap life today is designed to steal your attention. Not your money, not your energy, your attention. Because attention is the seed of time, and time is the currency of life. When you give attention to meaningless things, you're not just distracted, you're spending your life on something that won't matter. Look around. Every giant company today is fighting for one thing: your focus. Not to improve you, not to teach you, but to keep you consuming. The more you consume, the less you create. The more you watch, the less you become. You're not lazy. You're overstimulated. Your brain is drowning in noise so loud you forgot what silence feels like. You are not bored. You are overfed. People say they're bored, but boredom doesn't exist today. You have endless entertainment in your pocket. Infinite dopamine on demand. Distraction 24/7. The problem isn't boredom. The problem is oversupply. The modern mind is like a stomach that's always full, even when starving for something real. We have abundance of stimulation, but a famine of purpose. The pain of untapped potential. Every human feels a quiet pain inside. It's not depression. It's not anxiety. It's not fear. It's the pain of untapped potential. The pain of knowing you could be more, but refusing to become it. That pain doesn't make you scream. It whispers in the form of guilt. You know you're wasting time. You know you were meant for more. You know you're avoiding the work. Some ignore it until it disappears entirely, and that's the worst fate. When potential dies, regret takes its place. The life you want requires sacrifice. A strong life is never built on comfort. It's built on sacrifice. To stop wasting your life, you must first understand this truth. You cannot keep everything. To gain discipline, you must lose distraction. To gain strength, you must lose weakness. To gain confidence, you must lose excuses. To gain purpose, you must lose comfort. Something always dies. The question is, what are you willing to sacrifice? Most people choose the wrong things to sacrifice most. People sacrifice their future for their present. They trade long-term fulfillment for short-term pleasure. They choose comfort over discipline, distraction over growth, entertainment over education, escapism over improvement. Not because they're stupid, but because resistance feels uncomfortable in the short term. And we've been trained to avoid discomfort at all costs. But discomfort is not the enemy. Discomfort is the price of evolution. The lie, "I'll start tomorrow," one of the most dangerous sentences in human history is, "I'll start tomorrow." Tomorrow is a drug. It numbs you while your dreams rot slowly. Nobody runs out of time suddenly. They run out of tomorrows. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will die waiting. Life doesn't reward the prepared. Life rewards the courageous. The 3 silent killers of time. There are 3 forces that quietly destroy a life. Distraction, comfort, delay. Distraction steals your focus. Comfort steals your ambition. Delay steals your future. People don't lose because they fail. They lose because they never start. Comfort is a trap, not a reward. Comfort is sold as the goal. Relax. Take it easy. You deserve a break. But comfort is where potential goes to die. Strong people use comfort as a reward. Weak people use comfort as a lifestyle. Comfort feels good for a day, but it kills decades. You are not stuck. You are under challenge. Many people say they feel stuck, but they mistake stagnation for imprisonment. You're not stuck. You're under challenged. Humans are not built for comfort. They are built for struggle, creation, challenge, and growth. Without a challenge, your instincts turn inward, and you begin to decay mentally. People don't fall apart from stress. They fall apart from the lack of it. The cure for wasting your life is purpose. If you want to stop wasting your life, you must find something worth suffering for. Purpose is not pleasure. Purpose is responsibility. You must have something that pulls you forward, not something you want, something you cannot ignore. When purpose enters a man's life, distraction dies instantly. Time stops slipping away and starts being invested. The rule of replacemento: stop wasting time. You can't just eliminate bad habits. You must replace them. Replace dopamine with discipline, distraction with focused consumption, with creation, comfort with challenge, and nature hates a vacuum. If you remove, you must fill. The clock is still ticking. Most terrifying truth: time never stops, even when you do. While you overthink, time moves. While you hesitate, time moves. While you procrastinate, time moves. The clock does not care who you become. It will take your years regardless. But you get to decide whether your years produce nothing or produce someone unrecognizable. Because here's the secret: you can waste 10 years doing nothing, but you can change your life in 6 months. If you stop wasting time, stop wasting your life. Do this instead. Part 2. The addiction to comfort. Most people don't realize how addicted they are. Not to drugs, not to alcohol, but to comfort. Comfort is the most dangerous addiction because it doesn't look like an addiction. It looks normal. It feels harmless. It feels deserved. Comfort tells you, take a break. You've done enough for today. You'll try again tomorrow. And like a fool, you listen. Comfort wins not through force, but through seduction. Comfort makes you weak without you noticing. Pain makes you stronger immediately. Comfort makes you weaker quietly. Pain forces adaptation. Comfort encourages stagnation. Pain is loud. Comfort is silent. But it's the silent things that destroy people the fastest. Look around. Entire generations are being softened by convenience. We have food instantly, entertainment instantly, pleasure instantly, validation instantly, distraction instantly. But the things that truly matter, discipline, strength, skill, and character, cannot be obtained instantly. So people avoid them entirely. The deal with comfort trades short-term pleasure for long-term regret. Growth trades short-term pain for long-term fulfillment. Most choose pleasure because pain feels unfair. But pain is not unfair. Pain is the bill life charges for improvement. The wallpaper of excuses to justify comfort. The mind produces excuses. It's smart. It's logical. It sounds reasonable. Not today. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I need to take care of my mental health. Maybe after I feel motivated. The human brain is a master attorney defending your weaknesses. Excuses are not lies. They are stories designed to protect you from discomfort. But protection without growth is decay. Why you feel empty. Comfort feels good in the moment, but empty afterward. Discipline feels hard in the moment, but meaningful afterward. That emptiness you feel after hours of scrolling, consuming, and distracting yourself. That's the feeling of a life being wasted. Your mind knows the truth even if you avoid it. People assume emptiness comes from lack of pleasure, but it comes from lack of purpose. Pleasure can only fill the body. Purpose fills the soul. You don't need more time. You need direction when you feel lost. It's easy to assume you need more time, but the truth is simple. You don't need more time. You need direction. A man with direction can do more in 1 year than a man without direction can do in 10. Time doesn't matter if you don't know where you're going. Most people are sprinting full speed, but in circles. Busy, but not progressing. Active, but not growing. Moving, but not arriving. That is how a life is wasted without realizing it. The disease of comparison, another silent killer of time, is comparison, not competition. Comparison. Competition pushes you forward. Comparison freezes you, because comparison doesn't trigger ambition. It triggers insecurity. You see someone younger, richer, stronger, more disciplined, and instead of being inspired, you collapse inward. You begin judging your progress by someone else's timeline. But life is not synchronized. People bloom at different ages. What matters is not when you start, but that you start. Why most people delay starting? People delay not because they don't know what to do, but because they're afraid of starting from 0. 0 feels embarrassing. 0 feels vulnerable. We adore the idea of being great, but hate the reality of being a beginner. Beginners look foolish. Beginners make mistakes. Beginners fail. But every strong person today was once a beginner. Every expert once sucked. Every master was once unknown. There is no shortcut past the beginning. And that's why most never begin. The myth of motivation. Most people waste their lives waiting for motivation. Motivation is a mood, and moods are unstable. You cannot build a life on something that changes every day. Motivation is not required. Action is. Action produces progress. Progress produces pride. Pride produces motivation. Motivation is the reward, not the starting point. Weak people wait for motivation. Strong people start before they feel ready.